Hey folks, it is the Nutty Knife Guy. Sorry about infrequent uploading. I'm going to get this target off my neck. Just been mad busy. Nothing really wrong, just a lot of real world stuff to do. So I'm going to try to do this all in one take. Save time on editing. I have another offering from the dark, deep recesses of the internet. This is the Colombian Saber company, and that's what I'm going to call it while I'm talking about it. It actually has like 3 names, depending on what the 2 names that are stamped on here. You got Colombia and you've got Huan or something like that from China. Huan Heng company, and it's another company on the internet channel. So it's got 3 names. This was like 23 bucks. It's a sub-hilt, and I wanted it for my sub-hilt sub collection of my knives, in my knife collection. And it's a handsome knife. I did use my high-tech magnetic tang detector, and as near as I can tell, it's got about a 3/4 tang, which is acceptable. 440 stainless. We'll see in a minute, but the heat treat seems pretty decent, and it's a fairly thick blade. Now this is a fighting blade. Actually, it's really made to look good, I think, but the design lends itself towards fighting, which is the bulk of my collection. Sheath is worthless. The standard cheaply made nylon sheath. The knife doesn't fit it very well, and as a matter of fact, I was putting it in here once and punctured it. Now it's not gonna, now I can't get it in there, and I'm not going to mess around with it too much. So I'm going to hang up the target here. We'll see how it deals with a hostile water bottle. Now, I realize that this is not a knife that a lot of collectors are going to go out, ooh, I got to have that, even though it looks good, because it's a Chinese knife and it's an off-brand knife. It's not a big name knife. And to tell you the truth, if I review something from Cold Steel or CRKT, one of the other knife companies, I'll get more views. This probably won't get a whole lot of views, but the channel was about going to knives that not everybody and their uncle is reviewing, hopefully finding some hidden gems. Or again, if you're not a knife person and you're just wanting a decent knife, maybe you can go and you're trying to find a review, maybe you find mine and you find it helpful. So that's what the channel was really all about, and it was what I hoped made me different from a lot of the other knife guys on YouTube. So and I realized that a lot of people are it's not going to be a big brand name, it's not going to cost a fortune. No, I don't want to hear about this knife, this guy's an idiot, and turn me off. Nothing I can do about that. But let's see how she does. Okay, almost cleaved in half. I'm actually going to have to hold it for the stab test because all the water's out. Okay, this did come very, very sharp. And I should have done this beforehand, but I have not touched the edge on this. Well, that was my fault. That wasn't the knife. Again, not the knife. There we go. So when I do it right, you can see very nice edge out of the box. Okay. Now let's see if she can take the war post. Okay, I'm going to twist this out, see what happens to the tip. Okay, we'll do some hard wax. And some the thrusting. This thing bites like crazy. And I didn't do the chair test because, like I said, I was a little pressed for time. But we'll see. But the tip is fine, and I'm thinking the balance will be fine. Okay, the one take I did didn't work because the camera shut off on me abruptly because the universe hates me. But hopefully, I haven't looked at it yet, but hopefully you got the gist of that all the way up to the vampire deterrent. I got the testing in before it shut off. But just as it came sharp, the blade held up with no nicks, no burrs, and held its edge. So the knife itself is actually pretty good for $23. And it is beautiful. And I do want to say this since I am going to have to edit this anyway. Unlike a lot of the cheaper knives with wooden scales, with wooden handle scales, the pattern on both sides is the same thing. So they use the same piece of wood. A lot of the other cheaper ones that have wooden handles, it'll just grab whatever piece of wood, and if the wooden pattern is different, the grain pattern is different on one side and the other, oh well. This one has the same pattern on it, which is really nice for the price. So the Colombian Saber / Huan Heng company / whatever the hell Amazon called it. Nice little knife for $3. 23 bucks, and it's a sub hilt, which is a plus because I have a sub collection in my collection of knives. I have the collection of sub hilt knives, and so yeah, I don't see anything really negative about the knife. You could use it for hunting. It's too pretty for hunting. Obviously designed more as an ornament. Well, not intended more as an ornament. Designed as a fighter. But I think they probably figured just people would use this as an ornament. Or a gift or something like that. But I'm not sorry I bought it. If I was ever going to carry it, which it probably won't, the sheath is your typical crappy sheath. Doesn't fit the knife, crap. Anyway, I know this was like horrible, but I wanted to get it in. And again, summer's going to be manic. In fall, I'll probably get back into a posting rhythm. But until then, it's kind of whenever I have the time. And with that, I leave you with my usual admonishment. 2. Draw your knives only in just purpose. Sheathe them only with honor, preferably in a good sheath. And to remember that without blunt knives, life would be dull and pointless. Please like, share, and subscribe. It helps me when you do that, and it feeds the almighty YouTube algorithm. All hail the algorithm. And with that, I bid you goodbye.